Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD. How's it going, everybody? And happy Tuesday. I'm here to bring you guys the surprise matchup that I promised at the end of Stefano's series from Paris with Creep. And he managed to finish out the season 8-0. Spectacular job. But as I said before, I'm going to have a surprise for you following up the season, and this is it. I hope you guys are really excited because we have Season 1's winner. It's TLO, otherwise known as Game of Drones. He's going to be the Blue Zerg, and this is, of course, going to be TLO versus Stefano. And I've got to think of a clever name for this. This is going to be from Paris with Creep versus Game of Drones. What could it be? No. I got one. The Game of Creep, Paris versus Berlin. I think that's what I'm going to dub this game. And we'll see who's going to win. Obviously, Stefano from France. He's from Paris. And TLO from Germany, obviously representing Berlin. And of course, it's going to be a Zerg versus Zerg, and I know I said I wasn't going to do that many more ZVZs, but I think this one has a little bit of special merit, a little bit of a place in our hearts, because they're two fan favorites, and they're going to be colliding here. I cannot wait to see how this game is going to go. This is going to be really exciting, and following this, I'm probably going to return to some more exhibition match programming until another cool replay pack gets released. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Remember, Stefano 8-0 and TLO is 7-2. So we'll see what happens here. This is going to be the it's like the All-Stars matchup. It's like the Pro Bowl at the end of the NFL season, or the NBA All-Stars game. So we'll see what happens here. I was planning to make this a little bit sooner over the weekend, actually, but Guild Wars 2 actually came out, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge Guild Wars 2 fan, so I've been playing Guild Wars 2. The beta was out for a few days, and I have some footage. I don't think it's very good, but I'll let you guys decide. If you guys think you want to see it or not, then let me know in the comments below. I'll try to edit it and commentate it so it's interesting, but it's mostly just me kind of PvEing and some PvPing. The game is spectacular. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you guys want to see that or not. I do read it. And we'll see what happens in this game. Stefano, the red Zerg, obviously. I'll bring up the scoreboard to make it easy, as it is a mirror matchup. And Stefano going to be opening up with pool gas after the hatchery. And looking over at TLO, it looks like he's also doing something pretty similar here. He was mining the gas just a little bit earlier. We can see that as he's got 75 gas, or 80 gas over 50. So he's going to have the speed advantage just slightly, assuming both players decide to go for Zergling speed right away. Zergling speed in Zerg vs. Zerg is pretty important, especially on maps where the natural is very open, such as this, because Zerglings can then utilize the extra surface area to get into the natural, to get even into the main. And so Zergling speed is a pretty important upgrade on a map like Metalopolis. And we can actually see both players getting that speed. So TLO is going to have the early advantage, but I would imagine we have two Zerglings engaging, and TLO wasn't paying attention. And he is going to... Whoa, actually, he was able to win. Huh. He actually lost his Zergling first, so I thought he was going to lose both. And now TLO says, you must GG now. Good old TLO, always a good sense of humor. So he was somehow miraculously able to come out with one Zergling ahead there. I thought he was going to lose since he lost his first. And Stefano said couldn't figure out who was attacking first. Well, maybe he was the one who was getting attacked first. I actually didn't know. Zerglings versus Zerglings. This is like the battle of lightning versus lightning. It's so fast. You really got to pay attention. It's like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z versus Gohan. I think that was a battle. So you got to really pay attention to what's going on. And now it looks like TLO's coming in with more Zerglings, and he wants to make something happen. That's where that speed will kick in. It's so important, and he's going to run right into the main. Dodges the two Zerglings at the ramp. Now going to go after them because he doesn't want to have to deal with that. And now he's inside the main, gonna try to get some damage in here, but there's two queens. Queen immediately dropping the inject on the main hatchery. One drone at the gas. No, one drone dropping not on the gas, and it looks like now TLO's probably gonna be herded out of the base. But not a bad attack by TLO at all. He actually, you know, picked off a drone, got some good scouting information. So all in all, not too shabby. And if we look at TLO, he's winning the supply game right now at 51 over 42. But a lot of that reasoning has to come down to Stefano actually getting that Roach Horn. We can see a Roach Horn coming up right now. And that hurts his supply a little bit because he's probably saving up resources, as you guys can see right here, for the Roaches when they come out. Zergling immediately drops. We have a couple of Banelings at the front door for Stefano as well. He's also expanding. The Banelings are going to provide an extra layer of defense against Speedling run-bys. That's very smart. And Stefano, of course, is the kind of player that loves to expand all the time. He's going to be expanding very rapidly. TLO here playing a much more aggressive style, however, has a bunch of Zerglings and Banelings being made right now. He's just going to try to ram his way into the enemy base. And will he be able to do it? Because Stefano's got some defensive Banelings. He's going to lose a queen, though. Oh! Trading a queen for about 5 Zergling kills. Not too shabby. And TLO now detonates way too many Banelings against just a few of his enemies. And if he cannot get these drone kills, he's going to be in a bit of a spot. No, he will not. And Stefano starts off this game with a pretty early lead. It looks like a couple of Banelings detonated on this hatchery, but not able to kill it. So wherever TLO has gone, he's gone to the natural, try to do some damage. Unfortunately, they detonated on Banelings, and he actually lost more Banelings than his opponent did. And then he tried to go for the drones. That didn't work out. Then he tried to go for this hatchery, and that was a fruitless effort as well. And now TLO, you know, that supply advantage he had has suddenly kind of diminished. And now he's down a hatchery. He's got to quickly expand, and he's trying to grab one right now. But he is at a bit of a disadvantage right now, I feel like. And Stefano certainly can rapidly build up a large army. And we can see he's moving out right now with a Roach pack. And unfortunately for TLO, he's going to have to fall back into his Spine Crawler. I don't think he can fight this army of Roaches. That's quite a bit. And if we pull up the Units tab right now, it looks like Stefano at 12 Roaches, TLO at 8. So TLO will have to wait next to the Crawler and the Queen. Will he be able to make a defense here? Oh, if he loses this Evolution Chamber, he's going to fall behind and upgrade so badly. We can see Stefano already finishing his +1 right now. So yeah, thankfully for TLO, he didn't lose a Roach Horn, or excuse me, the Evolution Chamber, and he's gonna let that come up. Stefano now coming in, might still be able to pick it off. I don't think so though. That upgrade will finish, and now TLO is gonna get a good position here. And wow, even though the Evolution Chamber falls, it ends up costing Stefano dearly because Stefano didn't cancel the upgrade. And actually worked out really well for TLO because TLO snapped off a couple of Roaches, and Stefano knows that he missed the upgrade there because he saw the Evolution Chamber pulsating, and then it stopped pulsating. And that's kind of a way to indicate whether or not the upgrade has finished or not. You guys can see here's an Evolution Chamber that's pulsating, here's one that wasn't, and now it starts. So TLO and Stefano here in this epic battle, the game of drones, Paris versus Berlin. It's certainly been a very interesting game at that, and look at them trading a little bit more banter here. Stefano saying, no, TLO saying that maybe the Evolution Chamber upgrades a little too fast for you too. That's great. Good sense of humor from TLO, and here comes an attack from him. Note, it looks like he just finished Roach speed, so TLO here can attack and can run away. He's not in any danger, even though the Zerglings are coming in to surround. And yeah, he should be able to get out of here without losing much at all. So nice little attack there. Doesn't cost him much, and he reinforces with more units. And now Stefano, the one without speed, may want to think about falling back. Note in terms of upgrades, Stefano about to get his speed though, and he's going for +2. At the same time, TLO is about to finish Burrow. But I don't really know how far in the little one can go here, because the further in you get, the more dangerous it becomes. You can't reinforce as quickly. Your opponent has 3 bases all surrounding you, and so TLO wisely decides, you know what, I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm going to burrow, regenerate some of my health, get my guys reconstituted, and then go in at a better opportunity. Note, he's also got tunneling claws coming here, so he's trying to really stick it to Stefano. You know, it's really 2 different playstyles here. TLO being more aggressive, Stefano being more passive. Here comes a big attack. TLO now burrows, and of course that immediately indicates that Stefano needs to get an Overseer. We can see one coming right now. TLO unburrows to try to attack here, but I don't like the position at all. Stefano just finished +1 armor as well. Oh, that's a huge difference in that battle. Stefano and TLO were actually even in upgrades, but then all of a sudden, when all the roaches unburrowed, Stefano finished +1 armor, and that couldn't have gone any worse for TLO. That 1 armor makes such a big difference, and now TLO's got to tuck tail and run, and Stefano just bearing down the load of roaches. Now, these roaches are vengeful. They've got blood on their mind, and this time they will get the evolution chamber. So they get it this time. They might not have got last time, and TLO offers his congratulatory praise. And yes, it was very, very close. I think this time Stefano, though, is going to secure the win. And this is one of those opportunities where I think TLO took it a little too far. He's great. He's a good aggressive player, but sometimes I question, you know, I guess you can't really blame him completely because it was that +1 armor finishing right on top of his units at the most untimely fashion. Really kind of a disaster in of itself. So I won't rewind to that point because, you know, I already talked about it. You guys can rewind the replay and check it out. But let's go ahead and see if there were any interesting points in this game and rewind through there. By the way, for those of you guys who are from France, congratulations. Your Frenchman has won. But don't fret, Germany. One day you guys will get your revenge, I'm sure. And let's see what happens here. So, you know, Stefano really wisely putting some Banelings up and a Crawler pretty much makes him immune to that kind of a bust with Zerglings and Banelings. Let me see if I can't rewind and get the exact timing of that. Oh, there it was. And TLO actually losing a lot more Banelings. I'll go ahead and rewind it one more time. And we can see here, this is where he ran in and he picked off the Queen, which is nice. But he ended up losing some Zerglings for that. And that, I guess, kind of a trade-off. It was pretty even. But certainly Stefano kind of came up in that regard because he could have just lost the Queen and not gotten anything at all. And here we can see just 2 Banelings versus a huge group of Banelings from TLO, and TLO loses everything. Well, maybe not everything, but he loses a lot more Banelings. And that kind of sucks. I guess it wasn't Banelings destroying that hatchery, it was Zerglings. But all in all, you know, TLO attacking so many avenues here, but never able to get the kill. Close, but no dice. So it was definitely kind of a shiesty affair for him. This roach counterattack, actually Stefano could have attacked way earlier to kill off that evolution chamber, and he kind of hesitated. I think that kind of costed him and let TLO back in the game a little bit. And you guys can see here that upgrade was already finished. Anyways, as you guys know, the rest of the game kind of easy. The +1 armor started way earlier for Stefano. He loves the upgrades. He's a big upgrade guy. And there you guys can see the earlier speed from TLO. That's what prompted him to make that attack. Anyways, guys, it looks like Stefano is going to win here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this cast. And by the way, let me know once again if you guys want to see Guild Wars 2. I have the footage. I can edit it into something magical maybe. And I'll see you guys in the very near future. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe at youtube.com/HDStarcraft. I'll see you guys soon. This is HD, signing out.